Tuesday, April the 20th, 1999. We have a clear, sunny spring morning in the Denver metro.
Is this some kind of prank?
America and the world mourns as the biggest school shooting in U.S. history took place today at Columbine High School.
مرحبا بكم جميعا في قناتي. سنتحدث اليوم عن الفيلم الدراما أنا لا أشعر بالعار أو I am not ashamed. الفيلم مستوحى من قصة حقيقية وأحداث حقيقية حدثت في عام 1999 والتي تتحدث عن صاحبتها رايتشيل سكوت. وتم وصف الأحداث بعد الاستماع إلى من كان يعرفها في ذلك الوقت ومن كان برفقتها ومن يومياتها الخاصة والتي تم نشرها من قبل والدتها بعد مرور الوقت. المحور الأساسي في قصة الفيلم هو عن حياة الفتاة الشابة رايتشيل منذ طفولتها وكل ما عانته برفقة عائلتها وحتى وصولها للمرحلة الثانوية.
There's no easy answer, but I don't think that God wastes anything. Jesus gave his life for me, and I'll give my life to him.
I play the character of Charity, who is Rachel Scott's cousin, and I have a really cool part in the movie because Rachel is going through this really hard time and she's struggling with her faith and stuff, and she comes down to my family in Louisiana, which was really cool because it was my family. My mom played my mom and my sister played my sister. And I was able to kind of speak truth into Rachel and be like, look, girl, you just need to stay on the right path and come to Jesus and stuff. And which is really cool for me to be able to play because that's who I try to be in real life too. So it inspired me as a person for myself. And it was just a great role, and it's a great movie. It's going to be really deep and hard, but it's also, I don't think it's so much about death, it's about life, and it's about a story that will give so much life to other people because of this tragedy.
Bullying is a big part of this film. Have you experienced bullying at school or on social media, and how do you deal with that?
Yeah, I think everybody's probably experienced it in one way or another. Of course, I get it on social media a lot. I can't post a picture without getting some rude comment, and it doesn't matter what I post. I can post, I posted that I was building a school in Africa, and everybody was like, I can't believe you don't help your own country, and I got blasted for it. And it's you just can't win, you know? But I think that whenever you're confident in yourself and what you're doing and you're solid in that, my friend always tells me, don't be fragile, be solid and know what you're doing and be confident in it, and then it doesn't matter what people say.
I've always been drawn to hands. I think it's because it's the way that we touch people.
I have this theory that if one person can go out of their way to show compassion, it could start a chain reaction.
I want to be a light, but it feels so dark.
Life's gonna be hard sometimes, but he's there. As hard as that is to grasp, he's in control.
You're never gonna change what's happening in there. It's just the way the world is.
Well, I want to change the world. Tomorrow's not a promise, but it's a chance. You just might start a chain reaction.
Well, she would have graduated with the class of 2000, but Rachel Joy Scott was one of 12 classmates and a teacher who lost their lives in the Columbine High School massacre in Littleton, Colorado on April 20th, 1999. Since that time, Rachel's mother has learned some amazing facts about the moments before her daughter's death when she spoke to her killers about her faith. Her mother has also found such inspiration in Rachel's journals that she wanted to share them and Rachel's story with the world. Beth Nimmo is in Nashville this week visiting the set of the movie that's being filmed here. It's called I'm Not Ashamed, the Rachel Joy Scott story. And it's a pleasure to welcome you to Talk of the Town.
Thank you so much.
Take us back to that time, if you would. I know this is so hard. But how did you learn what was happening in those moments before Rachel's tragic death?
It was just a phone call from my daughter saying there's a shooting. I'm going to go get the kids and take them home. I had 2 children there, Craig and Rachel. And so didn't think too much about it, except she said, Mom, turn on the news, because I was at work. And so I did, and realized the impact and the enormous event that was happening there. And so we left work and went to where we were supposed to pick up our children.
Rachel was shot, and these 2 young men were classmates of hers. She had tried to witness her faith to them.
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, they knew her, and they knew that she was a Christian, and they created a target list. And so there were certain things that those boys wanted to accomplish that day. Thankfully, not everything on their list happened. But they did spot Rachel, and she did lose her life that day.
But she had an opportunity once again to witness to them.
She did. They did mock her for her faith. They did ask her if she believed, and she stood strong and answered them. But they did take her life, even though, you know, they asked her if she still believed. So we were able to get the account of that from the young man that was with her at that time. He lived.
They were both wounded.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she later died.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. The movie is based on Rachel's journals, and you learned some amazing things in reading her journals.
She left us her story as a teenager, especially regarding her faith. And the movie I'm Not Ashamed is basically, we're taking as many of those writings that she left and creating a storyline around that, trying to use those writings and those drawings to show the life of a young teenage girl in peer settings, you know, public places, that was still trying to be true to her beliefs and her convictions.
When we were on set, you were shooting a dream sequence here that looks like it's going to be very powerful. What's it been like for you to be on set watching a girl playing your daughter Rachel and seeing all these events unfold?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing to be able to see. Sometimes I feel like it's Rachel playing, you know, and the little girl that's got this part, she's wonderful, and she's very much like Rachel in so many areas, and so it's like getting a little bit of Rachel back. It's been quite sweet.
Well, finding some hope in the midst of tragedy. You know, something good is going to come from this movie, I know.
Yes.
Beth, thank you so much for being with us and sharing this story. The film called I'm Not Ashamed, the Rachel Joy Scott story, opens on April 20th, 2016, and they'd love to have groups get involved and share that film so it can get a nationwide release. For more information, you can go online to I'mNotAshamedFilm.com. We'll put more information on our website as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.